I'm Stacy Gordon. Welcome to That's My Jam. Every now and then, I like to pick up a box of fresh croissants. They're just wonderful when they're super fresh, but after a couple days, not so great. This weekend, I found myself in a situation where I had just a few left. They were starting to get a little bit hard, but there was no way I was going to let these beauties go to waste. My sister was generous enough to give me this cool little set of small individual Corningware dishes. I've just been thinking these would be so perfect for some individual somethings, but I wasn't quite sure exactly what. So I'm about to mix these with these and show you what I came up with. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. To get started, I'm going to use some spray oil inside each dish. We don't want our croissants to stick to this. I'm going to use one croissant for each of these individual serving dishes. First, I'll cut it in half, and then I'm going to break it into about 5 pieces. Just kind of like that. Next, I'm going to put just a tiny bit of half and half over the top of those croissants. I'm going to mash this with a fork to make sure that everything gets wet. I want a few spoonfuls of some finely diced onion. So I'm going to work on scoring the flat side of this sweet yellow onion. Turn it 90 degrees and score again. Then when I slice it on its side, it's going to produce some finely chopped onion bits. Just what we want. Next, I'm going to crack 1 egg for each serving. After I get those eggs cracked, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, some more half and half, probably a little bit more than I would use if I was just making scrambled eggs. I want this egg mixture to be pretty wet. I'll whisk those eggs. I'll add a squirt of brown mustard and a squirt of agave nectar. You can also use honey. I'm going to add some of my minced onion to the egg mixture. A little handful for each of the 2 dishes. We'll get that all mixed together. I've got some finely diced ham, and I'm going to place that in each of the bowls, right on top of the croissant. Next, I'm going to use some Swiss cheese. I'm going to put a decent amount right on top of that ham. Now I'm going to use my egg mixture, divide it in half, and distribute between the 2 dishes. I'm going to use my fork to make sure everything is down in there and covering those croissants really well. We don't want any dry pieces to come up. You can always add another dash of half and half. Whatever it takes to make sure that the croissant is completely saturated with liquid. Next, I'm going to wrap some aluminum foil snugly around each one of these dishes. Now, if you're going to enjoy these in the morning, you can make these at night, pop them in the fridge, and let them sit there till tomorrow when they're ready to bake. But I'm going to go ahead and place mine in the oven right now. We want to leave the aluminum foil on there and get these in the oven for probably about 20 minutes. If you're enjoying today's video, now's the perfect time to go tap the like button. Upcoming videos for this channel include some homemade blackberry jam and some oatmeal butterscotch cookies, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. After 20 minutes, I'm going to pull these out of the oven and uncover them. We'd like to get these a little bit brown, so now they're going to go back in the oven uncovered for 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, these are going to come out of the oven nice and golden brown and sizzling hot. You're going to want to let these sit for about 5 minutes before you serve. I've let this sit for a few minutes, but it's still just a little too hot to handle, so I put it inside this bowl for now. This is a beautiful little individual casserole. And you can see how easy it lifts up out of the dish because we use that spray oil. Look at that gorgeous, crispy edge. Okay, let me tell you some thoughts. This would be really good with a Bloody Mary. In other breakfast casseroles, you don't get that buttery, sweet croissant taste. I absolutely taste the croissant in this. Y'all probably already know I can't stand burnt eggs. There is nothing about this that tastes like a scorched egg. The eggs are perfect. I highly recommend the onion, and if you want to add even a little bit more flavor, you could dust the onions with a little bit of garlic powder before you add them to your egg. I don't like to let anything go to waste, so if I can make some delicious little ham, egg, and Swiss croissant casseroles with my leftover croissants, that's what I'm going to do. They're delicious and they make a great little breakfast, or you could serve them at a brunch. I truly hope you have a fantastic week ahead. I'll see you real soon. In the meantime, turn off the TV, turn on some music, and just keep jamming.